So there's this one mindset that I want to present you that is going to make your discipline way easier. On the one hand, you're going to find it much easier to stick to the good habits and eliminate the bad ones. You're going to find it easier to just stay on this disciplined path. Discipline is easier when you apply this one rule. So this rule is called the one-step rule. I'm going to open your eyes to something amazing right now. This sounds so simple and stupid, but it's so effective. Think about this. I want you to break down everything in steps. Let's say I just can't find the discipline to sit down at my desk and make videos. But what does making videos even mean? I have to really identify that and split it down into sections, into segments, into steps. And once I've identified these steps, it just makes the process a whole lot easier. You see, the reason I'd procrastinate making videos is because the idea in my mind is so vague. You gotta make things so specific. If I split down making videos into steps, first sit at my desk. That's the most simple thing that you can do, is just sit at your desk, but that's, it's the most effective step. It's the start of the chain. So step number 1, sit at my desk. Step number 2, open my computer. Step number 3, just opening CapCut. That's where I edit my videos, just opening the software and just looking at the projects that I have. You see, now you're thinking to yourself, okay, why didn't I do this before? I could have started this weeks ago, but then why didn't I take that action? It's because it was so vague in your mind. As soon as you start to get so specific about your habits, about the settings and the environments in which your habits take place, that is when you can just find it so much easier to just execute. Because here's the problem: we think, but we don't execute. We have all these ideas, but we just don't have the discipline to create them into results. And that is ultimately what is going to separate you from everyone else. I believe in this one thing: you either move forward or you get left behind. If you're not taking these steps every day, if you're not pushing yourself and becoming 1% better every single day, you might as well be regressing. So with whatever it is that you want to do, if you're finding yourself procrastinating again and again, whether it's studying, what does studying mean to you? It might mean just sitting at your desk, step 1. Step 2, opening up the book that you usually write in. Step 3, opening up the learning materials. You don't even have to think about it. You just take these small steps, because one step leads to the other and the other leads to the next. And eventually you've completed a series of steps that makes you that much closer to your end goal. It is when you think in this way that you can actually execute more and think less. So if you want to build the skill of being disciplined, you need the one-step rule. Let's say I want to read. I haven't read in weeks. I used to read before, but I just stopped reading for whatever reason. And I just find it so difficult to just set a time where I can read. I keep pushing it off again and again and again. This is where discipline and just using your common logic is going to help you. First, you identify, why am I not reading? Why am I not just sitting down and making the decision to read? As Marcus Aurelius once said, how long until you start demanding the best from yourself? That is a question that's just going to make you think twice about your actions. So you know what you need to do. You need to read a book, but now you need to specify it and break it down into a series of steps, starting with the easy steps that you can take today. Just make it one step easier towards reaching your final goal. So an example step that you could take is just putting your book on your bed. So when you go to sleep, now you have a book lying on your bed. You either have to remove it and put it somewhere else, or you have to actually read it. That's an example of something that could just make the difference. Such a small thing could actually be the difference between you reading or you not reading. Think about this. Let's say I want to record videos. When am I going to procrastinate recording videos? It's when there's so many steps between me and the end goal. The simple one-step rule is going to allow me to just get to action and execute, instead of thinking about the final daunting task of actually recording videos and what am I going to say, what am I going to do, where's the idea. I just take my camera and I just set it up where I usually record. I take my microphone, I set it up, I turn it on. I actually sit at my desk. And think about this for just a second. Now I'm sitting in my desk, the camera's in front of me, it's on, my microphone is on, it's working. So now I'm just so close to actually clicking the button and recording, and that is my end goal. That is what I wanted to do. So it's not by imagining everything and the entire thing and trying to see 100 miles down the road that I actually did the step of recording the video. It's by just breaking it down into simple steps that allowed me to move forward every single time. When I just discipline myself and I just gather up the courage and the energy to go to my desk and set up my camera where it should be, that is one step closer to the end goal. By setting up my microphone and turning it on and connecting the cable, now I'm 2 steps closer and I'm more likely to follow through with the end goal. Now by actually sitting in my desk, getting comfortable and looking at the camera, now all I have to do is just turn the camera on, record. You're just getting step by step, you're getting closer and closer to your final goal. And that is the one-step rule that is going to change your life immensely. This is something I've been applying to every single area of my life since about 2 years. So let's say I'm on holiday and I'm just not exercising for whatever reason. I always find that just dropping and doing one push-up just allows me to break this ice and just get into the momentum and get the ball rolling again. So take that one step. The one step that you need to take. You want to exercise, do one push-up, one pull-up. You want to eat healthy, just go and eat a banana. It's a healthy thing. You want to meditate, forget the 30 minutes, forget the hour. Just meditate for 2 minutes, set a timer and close your eyes. It doesn't matter if you do it correctly, that is just breaking the ice. That is what you need to do. You see, contrary to common belief, it is these small steps that create the great lasting results. Most of us think that we need to take huge and big steps to get huge and big results, but we don't need to do that. All we need to do is just take small steps every single day, consistently over a long period of time. That is where lasting growth and progress are created, in these small steps and actions that you can take today. So that is the one-step rule. Subscribe to the channel if this video helped you. I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day or multiple times a week. So I'll see you in the next video. The world is yours. You got this, bro.